This is Kate Mosse, The Winter Ghosts. Kate Mosse has done The Labyrinth. I don't know if anybody's read that. That's quite a thick book. I found that quite dense to get through. I found it difficult because it was backwards and forwards between different eras, and there was a lot going on in it. I did read it. I enjoyed it in the end, but I thought it was just that little bit too long and in depth. This one is a similar sort of vein to that one, but it's so good you just don't want to put it down. You want to read it and get it all read through as quick as you can, so you find out what happens. Basically, it's a gentleman whose brother was fighting in the Great War, World War I we call it, and he gets killed. The brother suffers terribly because of this. He's guilt stricken because he wasn't old enough to fight and things like that. And it sounds very sad, but it's a lovely story. That's just the beginning of the tale really. He goes off to France, and most of the book's set in France, where he goes travelling round. The scenery in France, the scenes that she portrays in the book are very nice, and he ends up going into this village because his car is run off the road in the bad weather. And this is really, the story is about his time in this village and what happens to him there. And there's quite a few twists and turns in this story. He meets a woman, and obviously he's taken with her and thinks he's going to fall in love with her. So there he sort of like feels like he's coming out of his depression, but it's a totally different story than that at the end of it, and you can't wait to get to the end to find out what happens. I really recommend that you try this book. You won't want to put it down, and I don't want to spoil it too much for you, so if I'm being a bit vague, that's why.